welcome to a brand new episode of Hero Huddle, a podcast where we tackle the pop culture nerd news of the week. My name's Tomahawk. Hello.
My name's Stu. Hello.
My name is Tristen. Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Now we can get to the real meat and potatoes of this podcast, the thing that we've been waiting for. Tearing apart Captain America, Brave New World. No spoilers for this section. So we're going to talk no spoilers. We'll come up with our rating, and then we'll do a in-depth spoiler talk. So, just broadly speaking, Stu, did you like it?
I kind of loved it, honestly.
Great. Tristen, did you like it?
I did like it.
Great. Somebody asked me if I liked it.
Tomahawk, did you like it?
I hated this movie. It's really bad. Ooh.
I think it's one of the better Marvel movies. I really do.
Really?
I really do. The whole time I was sitting there just like having a great time. Like there was never a point in the movie where I was like, ugh. The whole time I was like, nice. I might like it as much as Winter Soldier.
Man.
Maybe it's like I came in with low expectations and it just exceeded those low expectations.
Yeah.
But I mean, I went into Ant-Man Quantumania with low expectations and it didn't meet those. Yeah. And I remember going to Eternals with low expectations and it kind of met them. So I liked it. Yeah. Kind of loved it, honestly.
Wow, we actually spread the whole gamut, I think. Because Tristen, you've gone on record by saying that it's fine, right?
I would say, oh wait, on our scale? Hold on.
Okay. Do you need me to go over the... Oh, you have it written down?
I wrote it. Yeah, I wrote it down somewhere. I also made a pros and cons list for this movie.
Wow. I did not have time. I was playing video games when I got back home from the movie.
I mean, it sounds like you did have time. You just chose not to spend it.
I set my priorities.
Okay, so I would put it either with fine or good with some bad stuff.
Okay. And Stu, where do you put it on our rating system?
It is going like, I'd say good with some bad stuff, but like on the higher end of that. Because like as a movie, it is flawed. But as an experience, I liked it a lot.
So wait, you actually liked it?
I'm not joking. I liked it a lot. We can get into the spoiler stuff and I'll say my gripes with it because they are like a little spoilery. If you like know nothing about the movie. I did have a couple gripes. And we can get into that. But as far as like, do I regret watching it? Absolutely not. I wish I had seen it opening weekend, honestly.
This whole time I thought you were joking.
Mm.
Wow. Okay,
no,
cool.
No, I'm being completely serious. I can't. It's really good. I liked it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, this is blowing my mind.
Yeah.
This actually, I'm more excited to talk about it now. So I thought it was going to be me against both of y'all trying to defend this movie.
It's like a three-way battle between if it's good, bad, or okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to go first?
Great.
All right. So do we not want to? Is there anything else on spoiler that we want to go into?
Oh, I didn't give my rating. There is one shot in this movie that made me officially go went from making this like bad to bad with some good stuff.
Okay.
So that is where I put it. It's bad with some good stuff.
What shot was it?
We can talk about it in spoilers.
Okay. Gotcha.
But some sort of vague issues that I have with this movie. It is like technically okay, except for some like shoddy CGI. Like I like a lot of the like color grading. I like some of the camera work. I like some of the action. But I feel like there's not enough story generating this. this is a complaint I've had with a lot of the Marvel stuff after Endgame, a little bit before it. There's not a character arc for Sam in a meaningful way. Like, he doesn't really seem to change by the events of the movie.
I've been hearing that a lot from people,
and I'm really annoyed with it.
Okay.
Like I said, I just feel like there's not a story being told. It's just stuff happening. To me, this movie felt like sitting through a 2-hour long drum solo where, like, sure, there's some impressive stuff happening, but after 2 hours, it mostly just feels like noise.
Yeah. That, like, for me, I would say it kind of, at times, it does feel like filler overall. And I would put it in the same category with, like, I think I told you this. I would put it with, like, Far From Home. But you said your argument was that Peter does have an arc, and that's true. But for me, Far From Home overall is kind of like filler. It's kind of like, okay, we just kind of need to give the audience something to chew on.
Interesting. Because I disagree with that even. But
okay.
I think that's interesting. Any other thoughts?
I don't think that your main character needs to have an arc in every movie that they're in.
Okay.
That's probably why I don't have an issue with Sam not having, like, any kind of character development or, like, changes in it, because I didn't think he really needed anything, because a lot of his development was always in, like, the background of other movies, that from what I can remember from them, at least. And so I didn't really, like, need him to, like, learn a lesson or, like, change who he is in this one, because I thought he was fine the way he was. I feel like a lot of his character development was in the show.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but that is I'm going to try really hard not to, like, argue with you.
I understand. Your opinion. I understand. This is like a preference kind of thing. Like, I understand that, like, when you're for storytelling, reasons, you kind of need to, like, have that kind of stuff, but not for me. Like, I'm fine. There was the thing though.
Where is he?
I just had that, and then I think I just lost it. What was that? It was the. I don't know. It'll come back to me.
Okay. Spoilers?
Yeah, we can do spoilers.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, no, I remember now. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
The biggest gripe that I saw especially on Twitter was so bad about this. All right. Do you guys know who Hideo Kojima is?
Okay.
I've heard the name.
He's a game director / creator. He made, like, the Metal Gear series and, like, the Death Stranding game, things like that. He was locked up in Konami's basement, and then he was freed by, like, agents from Sony, and now he works for Sony. Okay. Anyway, he saw the movie and he said, "I'm confused. Is it because I haven't seen the show in Eternals ? And people are like, yeah, you shouldn't have to watch a bunch of stuff to enjoy a movie. And I'm like, it's a show in one movie that you have to watch. It's not hard.
Hold on. My response to that is, my dad saw this movie, right? And he went with my stepmom.
Yeah.
And he hasn't seen Eternals. He hasn't seen the show. He hasn't seen a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And he was like, I had a great time. It was fun.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, this is really good. So that's a load of BS. That doesn't make any sense.
And on that front, because you don't need to watch them, it helps. But, like, also, it's two things. Like, imagine if you had that same mentality about, like, Endgame. Like, you didn't watch Infinity War, you just jumped into Endgame.
People had that complaint back then, and I don't think it's valid.
It's not valid because it's a long overarching story that they're telling. Watch the stuff.
It's like watching the finale of Game of Thrones and being like, I don't know who any of these characters are, and I don't care, and the show is bad because of it.
And the show is just bad. Like that's your only thing. You don't have 5.5 seasons of good before that, So I can't take any criticism validly online, especially from the people who are like, I don't want to have to watch Falcon Winter Soldier.
Yeah, that's
to enjoy this movie. Is an invalid opinion to have.
Yeah,
it's so frustrating, and that's like the majority of like things that I've seen online from people like complaining about it. Is just for that reason, and it's so
that's like someone watching the new season of Daredevil. It's like, I don't like this. I haven't seen the first 3 seasons.
Yeah,
it's like, well, yeah.
I only watch She-Hulk.
Yeah, isn't that one thing?
Yeah, where's Ben Affleck?
I feel like it is a little different with the Daredevil stuff because the way that they're trying to sort of push this new show is that like this is a new jumping on point. Like you can feel like this is a continuation of where it left off, but this is like you don't need to have watched everything to enjoy this. It's kind of the sort of vibe they're trying to put out for it. But that hasn't been the vibe with this. And I think it could have been a good opportunity to try and give people a fresh jumping on point. Because the only reason that I think anybody might feel like they need to watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier is to have an understanding of who Isaiah is in this movie. Again, no spoilers of what happens to him in this movie. Just knowing that he is in the movie. He's in the marketing.
Yes.
I find that to be a mostly invalid criticism because most of Falcon and the Winter Soldier does not affect this.
Yeah.
If you went from Endgame where Sam picks up the shield to this, you just be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like also like if I hadn't watched Falcon Winter Soldier or if they just didn't make that, I'd be like, I kind of find it hard to believe that they would just like accept Sam as Captain America right off the bat like that with like no kind of pushback. And that's what the Falcon and Winter Soldier does is like, hey, yeah, there was definitely pushback on that. And they had to, have that show to explain why Sam is okay taking on the mantle and why America is okay with it too. So good on the show for that. But also just watch it. Just watch it. Just watch it.
Yes, I like the show. I like Falcon Winter Soldier. If that's the thing that's holding you back, you should watch it. It's pretty good. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's pretty good.
Man, so many people told me like when that show came out, I remember telling everyone I liked it. And everyone was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, I liked it." They were like, "Yeah, it wasn't good," and I was like, did we not watch the same show? And now people are like in love with it, comparing it to the new movie. So I don't know. It's whatever.
The main thing that the internet. Go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay. I think a lot of the fan base now is just spoiled, and they expect the same quality that we got in phase 3 essentially. And I'm just like, hey, they had some pretty shitty direction for a while there. The quality ain't there, but like I feel like the ones that they're complaining the most about aren't nearly as offensive as they say they are.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What I was going to say was, people on the internet are always going to hate the new thing, and it's going to make them look at the old thing with like these rose-colored glasses.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people are going to get angry at me for saying this, but it's Star Wars prequel syndrome. Like people hated those movies until the sequels came out. And then
no, that's 100% correct.
Yep.
And guess what? I'm sorry. The prequels are bad. They're bad movies. Even if you like them, that's fine. You're allowed to like bad movies. I like bad movies sometimes too.
Yeah. They're not good. Episode 1, Jar Jar Binks. Episode 2, boring. Episode 3, CGI nightmare. Green screen nightmare.
CGI nightmare world, yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we gonna get into some spoiler stuff if you want.
Yeah, spoilers. That's the spoiler alarm. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. We're talking spoilers now.
Yeah.
If your phone's on the other side of the room, you better run. You better go get your phone so you could stop the podcast before we spoil something.
Also, turn off your phone. You're distracting people.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I think the one spoiler that I want to say right off the bat here, not just like just saying it out loud. this would have been like also like a pretty good Hulk movie, I think, with how much like Hulk related things were just in it. I'm just like, dang, it'd be really nice if the Hulk was in this movie. And that's like kind of my biggest gripe that I can think of right now. I'm like, they kind of missed out on that opportunity, I think.
I agree.
Yeah. Like, what's old Banner up to? What's old Smart Hulk up to right now? I don't know.
I was wondering who was going to be in this. I was like, okay, is U.S. Agent going to be in it? Mm-hmm. Is Bruce Banner going to be in it?
Mm-hmm.
And we knew that the leader was going to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of wish we didn't.
I actually didn't find that out until like this morning. Like I saw a thing of it this morning. I'm like, oh, the leader.
But also my issue with that is they're expecting a lot out of the audience to know who that guy is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because we haven't seen or heard from him since like what, 08?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he was in the Earth's Mightiest Heroes Avengers run, I think.
Yeah. So
I think he just means in the movies.
Oh, in the movies.
Yeah. So I just feel like the audience, like when they showed him like, oh, this is the guy behind everything. They were like, who is that?
Yeah.
Stu, that reaction that you just gave indicates to me that you did not realize that this character is returning from the 2008 Incredible Hulk movie. Did you not realize that?
I made that assumption, but also I don't remember because that movie wasn't really that good. So I don't remember a lot from it.
Yeah. So there's that.
So he had like a scene in that movie, and he causes the guy to be the Abomination,
and
he gets some Hulk blood on his head, and his head starts to go.
It's like
it starts to go, and it's like, oh, this is gonna pay off in the future, and everyone was like, will it though? And Marvel was like,
oh,
yeah, probably.
Him.
Yeah, that's who it is.
That guy.
Yeah. The guy who's Mr. Blue.
That is such a niche poll. Oh my Lord. Yeah.
This entire movie is a niche poll from a movie from 2008 that nobody remembers. I am a big Marvel fan, and I do not care about this character coming back.
They should have.
Like, I don't know who was exactly clamoring for this, but yeah, they didn't do enough legwork to like make this character feel like he was like, felt like he belongs in this movie to me.
Also, they changed his appearance like out of nowhere. Tomahawk, you watched that video I sent you, right?
Which one?
The high top films one.
I don't think I finished it. I watched half of it.
Well, he talks about how, or one of the videos talks about how they changed his appearance, like, at some point through production, because there's Funko Pops where he looks completely different. Like he has hair and like a goatee,
just like these black eyes, and his head's kind of square.
Yeah,
got a little body.
Yeah, like really big head, right? And then they were like, "No, let's give him a brain head with glowing green eyes."
Well, all the Funkos have big heads.
Yeah,
that was the joke, Stu.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That was that went
we
right
work
over
at
my
Target.
head.
We work at Target. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right. They definitely did. I think that I don't have anything to say
about.
I thought I had something to contribute, but I don't. Because when you said that they changed the design, I thought you meant from like comic accuracy design. I'm like, so to do with the big forehead and the widow's peak, but no, I see what you mean now.
Yeah,
that's gosh, I did not remember that at all from the Hulk movie.
Yeah, not good.
As much as I hate to say it, I hate it when they do this in movies. That needed a flashback scene. They should have done something for that. Just to refresh your memory.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. There should have been a lot of, not a lot, but multiple flashback scenes. I think could have been useful. Like like when they're in the like little like torture dungeon thing, and the leader's like, "Oh, I was kept down here for like 16 years or whatever." Like it would have been cool to kind of see some of that.
Yeah.
You know,
That could have
some
been
of the
like
stuff he was working on also.
yeah.
Yeah.
Have somebody have to go through some kind of character arc of like, this is where I used to be and this is where I am now. Instead, it's just been the same the whole way through and I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Somebody else talk.
They could have done like an opening sequence for that where like it could have been like right after the Hulk did his shenanigans in his movie and like it's like them essentially like taking him under like custody of like the government and then then like a little montage of stuff later. He's making the pills for Ross and things like that. Who knows? I'm not a writer, but yeah, that would have been like a good opening point where like, yeah, remember that guy? I know you don't. So here's what happened after that movie.
Yeah. Like I feel like a lot of the audience was just like, I don't know who this weird looking guy is, but sure.
Yeah. Let's see. What else we got for?
I want to rant for a very long time about the character arc thing and pitch some ideas for what could have been Sam's character arc in this movie.
Okay. And go.
All right. So my biggest issue with this movie, as I stated before, Sam does not have a character arc and it makes it feel hollow. There's not a story. It is just plot. There's no reason for this to happen. Tristen, you said this feels like a filler episode. The reason why is because Sam doesn't change throughout the course of it. It feels like it's just filler. If Sam changes in any way from start to finish, it'll feel like it mattered. And the thing is, like, most of the arc that they should have for him is there. I pitched this to Tristen and like, so the arc of Sam and Falcon and the Winter Soldier was deciding that the world needed him, a black man, to be Captain America. And it was like he learned this through Isaiah, through like Bucky and the Wakandans. Like all this led up to him accepting the mantle. He was choosing to accept it. That was his arc. Beginning of the story, he's getting rid of the shield. End of the story, he's embraced it. Full arc. Easy peasy. Let's go home and have some food. Delightful. So I was about to say Cheerios instead of food, and I had to be like, is that good? Is that anything? Nope.
Yeah.
I was scared that I was going to accidentally say something racist. I'm like, I don't think there's black people.
He wanted a big bucket of fried chicken.
Anyway, I doubted myself, and I just went as vague as I could. So in this, it feels like to me, this should be him learning how he wants to be Captain America. So throughout the first chunk of the movie, he's kind of posturing. Like he's trying to be Captain America in the same way that Steve Rogers was Captain America. And it feels unnatural at times. And like, he's not able to sort of like do the rousing speeches because he's trying to mimic Steve. And towards like over the course of the movie, he has to become more comfortable in himself as Captain America. And we have to realize what Captain America is when it isn't Steve Rogers. What does the shield stand for when it's not just Steve Rogers? It could be anybody, but it needs to be something. They all need to have something in common. And I think I more or less figured out like what that is, because again, a lot of the movie already kind of points to these conclusions. At the end, Captain America is talking to Joaquin Torres, and Joaquin is like, I wanted to be you. Like, and like, I saw you with the Avengers and I was like, I want to be Falcon. And then he got to be Falcon. Now he's trying to live up to the mantle of Falcon. And that's the same thing that Sam's going through and learning that he's like, oh, I need to be the thing that people strive to be. Like, I'm striving to be somebody. He's striving to be me. I just need to be myself. And this will be okay. Sorry. I lost my breath for a second. Forgot to breathe. In the final fight with the Red Hulk, I really thought what was going to happen was he was going to get the wings ripped off. He was going to lose the shield. And he was just going to stand there and go and try and fight Red Hulk anyway. in the same way that Cap and
I can do this all day.
yeah, I can do this all day. In the same way that in Endgame, Cap just starts like marching towards Thanos' army, like, well, here we go. I think that's all Sam would have needed to do to really like earn the respect like of the public as Captain America. Just be like, well, I don't have any of the fancy gear that I've been given, but I'm still going to try and put up the good fight as Captain America to try to protect people from whatever it is that they need to be protected from.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The only thing.
You go ahead.
The only reason I couldn't see that happening is because he doesn't have any super soldier serum. So he would have died.
Yeah.
You can have like, again, write the story around it. Him walking towards him and like he could still like talk him down because that's ultimately what he does. To talk him down. Sam being a counselor, that makes more sense. Right. He has to approach it in his own way. But again, just most of the legwork is here. You don't have to. Also, I like the indication that you don't have to be a super soldier to be Captain America.
Right.
I think that's kind of cool.
Right.
And if I had my druthers, I think at the end of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, he would be in like a vibranium Captain America suit without the wings. And in this movie, when he decides to like stop trying to mimic Steve Rogers, he gets like the wings with the suit. So now he's like a completely new version of Captain America. He's embraced both the Cap aspects and like the sort of Falcon Sam Wilson aspects. And I haven't talked about the plot very much of like the bad guy and like the adamantium and Harrison Ford. We haven't talked about Harrison Ford at all, but that's my biggest issue is like, it feels like there should be a character arc for Sam and there just isn't one. That's my biggest issue.
Okay. So I have a list of cons. I'm just going to yell these out and we can circle back. We can circle back to them once I get them out. But number one, Red Hulk was not in it enough. Number two, Red Hulk being the main advertisement was wrong. They shouldn't have done that.
Misleading.
Yeah. Number three, the black characters, mainly just Sam and Isaiah, they kind of speak in riddles about being black. It's almost like they're talking on eggshells the entire time. And it's like the writers were like, is this going to hurt people's feelings? And they like kind of went around it. So it's almost like, I asked my brother, I was like, who's black? I was like, I was like, how did you feel about it? He was like, honestly, it wasn't black enough. And I was like, yeah, I could kind of see. Yeah. I was like, I kind of agree. Like, it wasn't like, I feel like the show handled that better than the movie did.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Next one is, there was bad CGI at moments, but I mean,
we could talk about that for a while.
Red Hulk wasn't on fire. That really was not fun. Like he was hot. Like his clothes were burning off.
Yeah. That's hot.
His pants stayed on somehow, which was strange.
That's normally his deal in the comics.
On that though, if you thought the CGI was bad without the fire.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I would say Red Hulk looked fine. It wasn't him that I had an issue with. It was other stuff that we'll get to. He wasn't he wasn't on fire, so I was like, all right. I kind of would like to see that. The post-credit scene was a big nothing burger. Kind of felt
y'all
like
made me sit through that.
So this has been a common thing they've been doing since like She-Hulk, but they keep having these off-screen Hulk transformations.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it's for budget or what, but they're like, we can't really show that in a Hulk movie, so we're just gonna have him come up and be the Hulk. I don't know what's going on. I feel like the only Hulk transformation we've gotten was like an Avengers 1. And we kind of had some in Thor Ragnarok, kind of.
If that's Hulk to Banner, if you're looking for Banner to Hulk or person to Hulk, the last one was Avengers.
It
But
might
we've
be
seen
one
them
of those
come
things.
back to normal a few times.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
It might be one of those things where it's just like they tried and it was just like really awkward looking, and they're like, we might just want to like put like some smoke in there or something.
In She-Hulk, they go, hey, turn back into Jen Walters. It's blowing up the budget, and please do it off screen. It's cheaper that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like it's honestly just the budget. I mean, they could do it if they wanted to, you know. I mean, yeah, I mean, in the Hulk movie, that's probably might be the best transformation we have of him on like the table or like in the chair with Mr. Blue.
My favorite is Avengers, but
yeah,
contender for sure.
Yeah. So that's my cons list. I mean, it's not terrible, but you know, like Stu said, it's not perfect.
Let's go back to the top of your cons list and let's just talk about it point by point.
Okay. The first one was Red Hulk was in it. He wasn't in it enough.
I think he's in it the right amount, but the marketing makes it seem like he should be in it more. So either increase that part in the movie or take it out of the marketing.
I think that it's like a 50-50 for me because he's in a lot of the marketing, but also like all the scenes were all in the same place. Like it was all like the same like cherry blossom area. So I'm like, they're just using the same shots for like different shots from the same scene. So I'm like, he's probably going to be like at the end or something like that. So he was in the marketing a lot, but also I wasn't surprised that he wasn't in the movie like more than like, 15 minutes, I'd say the most.
He's in the movie for like, I think 7.
I think it's
7 minutes of screen time, which
it felt longer.
Like, I feel like it would have been such a bigger like shock value if the best thing I can compare it to is like, remember in Age of Ultron when Vision picked up Thor's hammer? I would have had that same moment if like, they start teasing it on remember like the battleship fight in the movie, and Harrison Ford starts freaking out and his eyes turn red. I would have been like, oh my god, are they actually going to do this? Like, that would have been insane. And to actually get that at the end would have been like the best. But the fact that we already knew it was coming, and because the trailer showed him like at the podium all hulked out, you already knew it wasn't going to happen on the ship. So it's like, it kind of feels like a waste.
A little bit.
When he was on the ship, I was actually thinking that he was going to transform. Because he was like in there and he was like starting to grow, and I'm like, how the hell is he going to get back to Japan from this boat? Because I thought that he was going to be terrorizing Japan like a kaiju because the trailers had him like with the cherry blossoms. Like, oh my god, they're going to have Ross destroy Japan.
That's so funny.
That would have been really hilarious.
That's where my mind was. Yeah,
I kind of thought, that slipped in my mind at one point too because of the cherry blossoms. I was like, Oh, sorry, you're waiting on me.
Tomahawk was going to say something.
I don't know where to put this, so I wanted to talk about the one shot that I was like, that made me go, okay, I'm going to bump this up a rating. It's the shot where Red Hulk is on top of the burning White House and he just lets out a roar.
Yeah,
that's the shot you liked.
That's the shot I liked. That was like, that goes pretty hard. I like that.
That's really funny.
I'm surprised no one, at least not on my side of Twitter, has used any of this movie. Sorry, X, excuse me. No one's used it to make any Trump memes. To like replace the Hulk's face with Trump and like
dead horse.
Yeah.
Dead horse.
I heard in an article or like a podcast covering an article or something, people in the production were scared because it was reading like Harrison Ford's president was a stand-in for Trump because he's a big red rage monster that Captain America has to fight. They're like, he's not supposed to be. All of this is an accident. We've been working on this movie a lot longer than before this election.
Yeah.
It's not a critique of Trump. This is just the character. And I think part of that is why the movie comes across as apolitical as it is, even though it's a Captain America movie.
Yeah. Also, I think there was supposed to be a funeral scene in this movie that got cut. And some people said the leader was going to try to assassinate Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Right. And so they had to rewrite it. They were like, oh, sorry, can't put that in there.
No, yeah. That makes sense.
So, yeah. That's another thing. Yeah, this movie had a lot of rewrites. And I really wish we could see the
can't tell though, can you?
You know, the original version. Yeah.
Let me just go talk to Giancarlo Esposito for a minute. This is good. This is happening right now. This isn't happening later. Whenever he shows up, I'm just like, great. They wasted this really good actor on this nothing part. God, this movie sucks. I hate it so much.
Oh my God. Let's see. Oh yeah. The next point was it wasn't black enough. Stu, how you feel about that?
I'd agree. But I guess it depends on what your definition of black enough is.
Basically, the speech that Sam gives at the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
If we had just gotten a little bit of that in this movie, I would have bumped it up a little bit.
But we already got that in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier movie, though.
You're right.
Show, not movie.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
We already got that.
I feel like that's hard to explain. I feel like at the end when he's talking to the new Falcon, and he says something about being enough. You know, I feel like they could have used more of that. It just feels like like I said, they were kind of stepping on eggshells the whole time. It's almost like you could tell they wanted to say something, but they were like, we can't say that. So let's just kind of talk around it.
I'm not going, because they kind of not necessarily settled, but because they addressed the issue of a black Captain America.
I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. You're just really far from your microphone.
Sorry. I think that because they had already addressed the issue, quote unquote, of Captain America being black in the show, I wasn't expecting that in the movie because they already addressed that. I don't know by what metric people are saying black enough. Like, is it like a how they talk thing, or
no? It's more so like the subject matter. I feel like.
But at that point, that leads back to like what I said. Like, well, I mean, they beating a dead horse at that point. Like, does every Captain America movie from now on have to be, revolving around him being black and Captain America? I don't think it should.
I feel like it would have been kind of interesting, but I feel like they'd be too scared to do it. If like when he was fighting like that big white dude in the church, like if the guy had like said something kind of like racial towards him, I feel like that would have made him getting his ass kicked even better.
Yeah, I mean, I know that would be how like it goes down, like after like the writing's done, but like it just kind of feels like a little bit cheap, I guess.
I've never heard anybody go, you know what? I think this movie needs more racism.
Well, I mean, but like also like I just don't think I don't think that they should keep giving Sam Wilson struggles for being Black Captain America in every single project he's going to be in. I think his character needs to have, I think there needs to be a little bit more behind, his struggles than just being Black and Captain America. Like a lot of like the issues that regular Black people have to deal with, he wouldn't have to deal with because he is Captain America. He will never get, he'd never get, followed in a store while shopping. He'd never, get denied service any place because, that's Captain America.
I mean, they could,
I'm Black. You know,
they could do a scene like where he was getting followed in the store, and someone's like, "Do you know who that is?"
Well, yeah, but like
they kind of already did that in Falcon and Winter Soldier with the cops.
Yeah, and so like they addressed it, and now like he is Captain America definitively at this point. Like at the point of this movie, he is Captain America. Other countries recognize it. Like the news outlet recognizes it. It'd just be like a really weird thing to see if someone being racist to Captain America, like just outright. It's just like one of those touchy things where it's like they can try it, but it probably won't work out well because it won't make sense.
Also, what you were saying before, it made me think of like if we were going to go with this sort of like Sam coming into his own as Captain America at the start of the movie, where the bartender gives him the drinks and he calls him Cap. If there was like a bookend, so in that scene, he calls him Falcon. He's like, it's Captain America now, actually. And then at the end of the movie, like he's maybe back in the same bar and the bartender's like, here you go, Cap. Kind of showing the general public has actually accepted him and as a replacement for Captain America. Because admittedly, that would be really weird to like have a new Captain America because Captain America has been around in their universe since the 40s.
Right.
And like, it'd be like going, oh, we actually have a new Uncle Sam now.
We do.
A new guy.
Sam
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
we do.
Yeah. I was working my way towards it, guys. I was going to get there.
I think for that to work,
calm down, niggas. Just keep it right there.
We're going to edit this podcast now.
I'm not doing that.
Okay. I think for that to work, they'd have to change up the timeline for the movie compared to the show. I think that the movie would have to take place a lot closer to where the show ended for that to happen. It feels like this is like at least a year or two after the show ended.
2 years after.
Yeah. But I feel like if you have like an active Captain America who used to be Falcon, I feel like 2 years is more than enough time to not call him Falcon anymore.
Well, I think it's not so much that like people are learning he's Captain America. It's that they don't really accept him as Captain America.
Right.
Again, like,
yeah,
this is the first thing he's done that's going to be as wide a scale since like the ending of Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
It looks like he's mostly just been going on like Black Ops missions. So like the public's not going to know or care that much about that.
Yeah. I mean, they could have some stuff that, you know,
happened
I would
off-screen.
have to assume that there was some stuff off screen in between for 2 years for nothing really big to happen that Captain America needs to get involved with. Kind of feels weird for this kind of Marvel universe climate that they're in, where they feel like shit is happening every day.
It is happening every day, but he's not always around.
Yeah. I thought I knew it was going to happen, but I thought it was really funny that Bucky showed up and then just left. I loved that, honestly, because I thought that was really funny. Obviously, Bucky should have been like, yeah, I'll stick around because this is getting really, really weird. And I'm also part of the government. I should probably be here too. But instead, I'm like, he's just like, all right, I got a flight to catch. See ya. I'm like,
yeah. Sebastian Stan.
So
just like, I got to go film Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
It's the next lot over. I'm sorry. I can't be in two places at once.
Yep. Sorry. I got my own thing I got to handle. I got to go find some Russian people to fight crime with.
Part of me wishes that Black Widow Florence Pugh was in this.
What'd you say?
I said part of me wishes that the Florence Pugh Black Widow was in this. But
yeah,
she's too busy in Thunderbolts. But
yeah, they're all too busy.
I want to talk about the little lady.
Yeah, the little lady.
Yeah.
She's so tiny. She's so tiny.
She is distractingly small.
It's actually like very, because like Isaiah looked like he was like a little above average, like probably like 6'3" like me. And then she's like going up to like mid rib on him. It's so funny. She's so tiny.
So I looked it up afterwards. She stopped growing because of a cancer that she got when she was young.
The actress?
So, the actress.
Oh.
So we're going to broach this topic carefully.
Wouldn't let that happen to me, though.
We're not airing this, so it's fine.
We might be. But I can't help but feel that she was miscast. Like,
yeah.
If you're
I feel like
when she's doing like the Black Widow-esque like legs around the head, like flippy bit, like you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The Black Widow move, the only one that everyone remembers her doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, she does not have enough mass to throw this guy on balance. Like, I know that I'm talking about like believability in a movie where there's a big red Hulk, but boy, I'm like, I can't. I'm sorry, miss. You seem like a lovely person. I just don't think that this was the role.
Yeah.
So sorry. You could be great in something else, but
maybe in Snow White.
Could find something for you. Oh my God, Tristen, you're gonna get us canceled. We haven't even aired an episode yet.
It was right there. Sorry.
Oh man.
Oh boy. Yeah, so small. Also, I don't think the character has a lot of personality in the final cut. Maybe she had more in the original version, but I'm like, I don't care about this character. If she was left out of the movie, I'd be like, fine.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'd say I agree.
Yeah. Also, going back, part of my issue with this movie is that it doesn't feel like it needs to be Sam in this movie. You could say that this movie took place shortly after Winter Soldier or right before, and it'd be like with Steve Rogers in this Cap role and it'd be pretty much the same. Which I don't love.
It's a Captain America movie.
They got different problems though.
I mean, it's very America issued movie. Like America is definitely the problem in this movie for sure.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense that Captain America would be dealing with this. But I guess if your argument is like this is something that Steve should have dealt with versus Sam, I mean, I don't know.
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm sorry if that's how it's coming across. I'm saying that this story doesn't feel unique enough to Sam. And it needs to be more centered on Sam to make him feel more important.
Right.
Like it feels almost too generic a story as is.
I can see that.
I think that I disagree because I feel like a lot of Sam's motivation was that his Isaiah was going through like, you know, what he went through before in like Winter Soldier, and they became good friends. And then all of a sudden his friend is, you know, in prison for attempting to shoot the president. I feel like I'm not sure who that would have been if it was Steve instead. I'm not sure if Isaiah would have gotten along with Steve like he did with Sam.
Absolutely not.
I don't think he would have. I don't think that they would have had that connection. So I don't know what kind of character that they put in. They might just make up a new character for that spot. But then you're like, well, who's this guy that Steve is like?
Bucky, probably.
But at the same, yeah, but like,
but then it's just Winter Soldier again, isn't it?
It's just Winter Soldier again, you know? So I'm like, okay, there's Sam's, you know, there's Sam's motivation. You know, his buddy, his good friend is now in prison for attempting to shoot the president. I think that's what really makes it, you know, Sam centered, is that he actually has a personal motivation for putting in the work, but also the duty of Captain America at the same time.
I want to talk about Harrison Ford as Thunderbolt Ross.
Can I?
Yes.
Oh, one more thing before that.
Sure.
But in the same breath of like the being Sam's movie, Hulk should have been in this movie. They should have had Bruce Banner in this movie in some fashion if they're going to have the leader and Red Hulk in this movie.
Do you think they should have fought?
It would probably take away too much. It'd be difficult to put him in the movie, I think, without it being a Hulk movie, because you want to have Anthony Mackie get his movie on his own, because that's what he's been working for his entire life. I feel like if they had tried to go again and say, okay, here's Captain America and the Hulk, then that's taking away from that, you know, accolade for him. But at the same time, it would be hard to have the Hulk in the movie and him not fight Red Hulk.
Right.
Or
yeah.
Well, I guess just Red Hulk. I mean, there's no one else that he wouldn't just squish. I mean, he'd make short work out of the Serpent Society and things like that. But I just felt like it was missing Hulk in some form or fashion. And I'm sure better writers than me could get him in there pretty well.
I agree. But at the same time, because apparently, I don't know if this is a comic accurate. I don't know if this is canon, but Red Hulk didn't heal the same as Hulk. You notice? Remember that? He kept getting stabbed and all that kind of stuff.
And then when he goes back to like his human form, he still has the cuts and stuff. It was weird.
So I'm like, Hulk would have killed him instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's probably like just how they got their powers differentiates between how they heal.
Right.
He's been taking the gamma pills for a while. Banner got blasted with 18 billion rays of gamma radiation. It is a big difference between how they got their stuff. So I can see that being the difference. But even, with all like the damage that Red Hulk was taking, he was like still like ready to like kick some ass at the end of the fight there. Like he was like, I might have this insanely deep gaping wound in my side, but I'm still angry.
Dude, part of me was like, I knew they weren't going to do it because I was like, okay, this is PG-13 and it's not Deadpool. But part of me was like, what if he just blew him in half? Like Red Hulk is just on the other side, like half of his body is just over there. Yeah. I didn't know what they were going to do once, the smoke cleared. Right
before we go to talking about Harrison Ford, this is the last thing, I promise. I do think that adding Hulk in, this would be a good way for them to kind of go from doing this smart Hulk thing that they're doing and going back to like separating him and Banner again, because they could have it to where Red Hulk is just beating the crap out of Smart Hulk. And then he kind of goes through something, relinquishes control back to Hulk. And then Hulk just decimates Ross because he's just like that feral and, that much better. Because that's kind of like one of the things about Smart Hulk is that he's not as powerful as
big. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking that too. I was thinking that too. But honestly, what should happen if Red Hulk were to fight Smart Hulk, the same thing should happen with what Thanos did to Hulk.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So because I mean, if Bruce is in control and let's hope he learned how to fight as Smart Hulk, he should just whoop him easily.
No.
I mean, that's what I would imagine.
I don't think so. Cause like we never
Bruce
see
isn't a fighter.
He's not a fighter. He's just like, he didn't learn how to fight.
Yeah.
He's just in.
But he's saying like if he did,
form.
like it would make sense for like Banner like in the Hulk's body to learn martial arts or some sort. And I think that there are comics where the Hulk learns like I think he learned from like Iron Fist at one point some martial arts.
I don't doubt it. I haven't read it, but I don't doubt it.
I just think that the MCU iteration of Bruce Banner would not go learn martial arts, even if he had the Hulk's body. I think he'd rather just take selfies with kids and things like that. Not in a dream way, but like in a popular way.
Yeah, because he was on that island or whatever, and you didn't watch She-Hulk?
I mean, I've seen clips.
Okay, yeah, so he like started doing yoga and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I guess that's a theory we'll never know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about Harrison Ford.
Thunderbolt Ross.
Yes.
This movie, like the marketing hinges entirely on Harrison Ford turning into a Hulk. How do we think the marketing would have been different if the original actor for Thunderbolt Ross had not died? Because I doubt I think it probably would have stayed a secret.
You think they just would have like kept it at the end and been a surprise?
Yeah, because William Hurt was never nearly as big a draw as Harrison Ford.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they were like, this is the guy that you know from Star Wars and Indiana Jones, and now he's a Red Hulk.
I don't know. I feel like part of me, because I mean, the main reason they advertised Red Hulk, right, was to get butts and seats.
Yeah.
So part of me feels like they still would have done that because I feel like they wouldn't have enough hope in this movie to do it alone.
Interesting.
Because if you just I'm just thinking if you replace Harrison Ford with the original guy, I feel like it still wouldn't have been enough. I feel like it's.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
Okay. I think that if we're looking at this movie, how they finished it, and they're like, all right, this is our story. If we're not going to market Red Hulk, and they definitely didn't market Leader, they're marketing the Serpent Society, who no one really knows about.
Yeah. Also, they're not really the Serpent Society. There's no snake stuff in this.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh, it's cool. He stabbed Sam. He's going to get poisoned. No, nothing.
They stabbed him in the chest.
They did several times. He got stabbed a lot in this movie, actually.
Yeah.
But I'm what? There's no you don't put snake venom in your sheath for your knives. So when you stab people, they get snake venom. Okay. Serpent Society, I guess. But I think, Serpent Society aside, that's who you're marketing and as the villain of the movie at that point. Because if they're not going to do Red Hulk and they didn't do Leader, then, you're hinging on people's, vague knowledge of Serpent Society and who was Sidewinder?
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yes. You're pretty much banking on him being a household name to get butts and seats at that point.
Right.
I think he'd be
on his name and calling him a household name.
That guy from Do the Right Thing.
I think that kind of nails my point home is that it's the guy from Breaking Bad is what you're really banking on for that. Yeah. And so I think it probably would have I think that they probably still would have marketed Red Hulk, honestly. If the original actor had lived. I think they'd have to. I can't imagine they'd want to hinge on Sidewinder and the Serpent Society being the main draw for the movie.
As cool as it would have been, I just don't see it.
I think it's really fun to think about them telling Harrison Ford that he's going to be picking up where another actor's left off, and they're like, "Oh, so all you have to do is watch these few movies," and he just goes, "I'm not going to do that. I don't care. I'm gonna do my own thing."
Yeah.
Because this character, this Thunderbolt Ross, is nothing like the other Thunderbolt Ross. It is crazy different.
Yeah, I liked this. It was funny, the scene that they had in the beginning when
the mustache.
Yeah, and he kicks over the podium. I was like, I want to see more of that.
Yeah, but also the other guy would have never done that. That was not how he acted. He was a very you could tell he was filled with a rage, but it was a seething rage at all times kind of guy.
Yeah. I feel like, honestly, my favorite Ross that we've had out of the three is probably Sam Elliott from the Ang Lee.
Yeah,
he was the most realistic, okay, this dude wants the Hulk dead.
Bad movie.
Yeah, not casting. Yeah. I think what Harrison Ford really brought to the table as far as Ross went is that it was a very comic booky, campy anger of him just being angry and old all the time.
Yeah.
For over seemingly minute things.
Yeah.
Like the guy's talking over him and things like that while his phone's ringing. He's just losing his patience. That's just an old man reaction to something like that happening. Yeah. And I kind of liked it a lot. I'm not a big fan of Harrison Ford, in all honesty. I think he's a very one role kind of actor where he's he's always a grumpy old guy now.
Well, he's a grumpy old guy. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I know, but act like you aren't a grumpy old guy. Do your job.
Yeah.
Real fast. Can you name a character who is an old guy who is not grumpy? Tristen.
Morgan Freeman.
That is a real life actor. I said a character.
A character.
So in a movie. An old guy who is not grumpy in a movie.
In a movie.
Who is not grumpy in a movie?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, honestly, any of Morgan Freeman's recent roles.
I feel like he's grumpy like half the time. He's very sassy.
He's sassy. He's not grumpy though.
Yeah, he's like normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he's angry.
Okay.
I feel like Harrison Ford is always angry in his movies. Like,
yeah, no, I agree.
All the time. Like Indiana Jones, he's always angry. Now, granted, he's fighting Nazis. I'd be pretty angry all the time too if that's what I was doing. But when
imagine if there were Nazis right now, I'd be so angry.
That'd be crazy. They didn't have any Nazis in this movie, I realized. Not a single one.
Yeah.
You could completely replace the Serpent Society with Hydra. Like
MAGA.
Just dub over it. Like there's no difference between them.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be cool. That would definitely pull a lot closer to Captain America than Hulk for me. If they had a little bit more Hydra stuff. He's inheriting Steve's enemies too.
Yeah, that'd be
nice. Yeah.
Why do y'all think they got rid of Ross's mustache?
Marketability for his presidential campaign.
Well, yes, but what do you think was the real reason?
I don't think Harrison Ford can grow a mustache.
He can grow a mustache.
I think it's because they didn't want to animate it on the
beard
Hulk.
before. Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah, that's my guess.
Now, I say Red Hulk actually looks pretty cool with a mustache.
Yeah, I agree.
I keep getting pictures of Bryan Cranston when I looked up Harrison Ford mustache.
Wrong white guy with a mustache.
Harrison Ford hasn't had a mustache since like the 80s.
But he can grow one.
I was saying, you can probably grow one easier now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I mean, I'm not saying he can't. I think it'd be funny.
Also, they could just do a fake one.
They could. But I think, honestly, people would just compare him to like the existing Ross's mustaches because there's nothing better than Sam Elliott's mustache. So
yeah, that's a generational mustache.
Yeah. They'd be like, well, they tried the mustache, but Sam Elliott's was better.
Yeah.
But like, if we're talking about mustaches, few mustaches come close to the level of Sam Elliott.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have anything else to say about this movie?
It's really good. Go watch it if you haven't seen it yet.
It's really bad. Go watch it if you haven't seen it yet.
It's a good time. I have a few more things.
Okay.
That we didn't get to. What I know, Tomahawk wants to talk about it. What about the CGI?
Most of this movie, a shocking amount of it, looks practical.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm surprised at that. I mean, when it is like not a CGI nightmare world, it actually looks pretty good. The end, like the final act. And not just the final act. Celestial Island sequence also looks pretty bad.
The island itself looks rough.
What'd you say?
Like when they're flying and all that stuff?
Yeah. I think that that action sequence looks kind of bad.
Oh my God, guys. I just realized
we didn't talk about the missile. The missile suit?
Yeah, we didn't talk about him riding the missile.
I thought that was so cool.
I did too.
That was the coolest thing I had ever seen in my entire life, was him surfing on the missile like that.
Yeah. I would say what you want about Sam and his, not having powers or whatever, but him flying and like fighting in the air, like doing the shield tricks and like all that stuff was like 10 out of 10 for me. All that stuff was like amazing.
I think he might just be a little too overpowered for.
I thought that was so cool.
I was watching this movie with my girlfriend, and she told me afterwards that she saw him on the missile. That he was surfing the missile, and she thought to herself, "Is that dumb?" And then she heard me laugh. And she was like, "This is dumb."
But it's cool though. It's
so cool.
Dumb.
It was so cool.
I don't think it's cool.
That's crazy.
I think it's kind of lame.
That's crazy. Steve could never do that.
But it's fun. So I'm good with it.
I thought it was cool. It was something that only Falcon could do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's so good.
I think even Captain America.
True.
The scenes of him, like I think at one point he threw his shield and it bounced off one missile and blew up another one or something like that kind of stuff. I was like, this, yes, more of this, please. I wanted so much more.
Yeah.
That stuff was great. Also, we finally have adamantium in the MCU.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely found a way to put that in there for sure.
Yeah.
This is a gripe with the movie. I'm sorry. I know I don't have enough of those. So they in universe are calling it Celestial Island. Why?
I don't know.
How do they know that thing is called a Celestial? Who told them that?
Captain Marvel. They asked Captain Marvel.
She doesn't know what that is.
She made it up. She just got lucky.
That big thing.
I would have accepted Wong.
Yeah. I really liked how Sam was just killing people, especially in the beginning of when he hit that one Serpent Society dude over the head 3 times with the cinder block. I'm like,
oh yeah,
dead.
That dude is dead.
That dude is dead.
That had the same impact as the brick scene in
Spider-Man
freshman, or freshman year, whatever it's
neighborhood
called.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. I was like, that guy's dead.
I'm like, there's no way that dude's alive.
Yeah. Also, people on Twitter were like, y'all realize Cap doesn't have a non-killing rule, right?
No, yeah, which is
Cap
fair.
is one of those guys that 100% he kills.
Yeah, he's like, well, especially when he's fighting Nazis, because he's like, 100%. These guys got to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even in Winter Soldier, Steve takes out all those guys that are on the Lumerian Star.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
like the opening action scene is just him killing a bunch of guys.
When the first thing he does was Sparta kick a guy into a railing and then off the side of I'm like, that dude has a broken spine and will drown in the water.
Yep.
That is it. That is the first thing Steve Rogers does in Winter Soldier. I love
that movie.
I also wanted to say that I thought it was really funny at the end when Betty came back to see Harrison Ford, and
I rolled my eyes
in the background is just Anthony Mackie making this face that I just sent y'all.
The face, the Anthony Mackie face.
He's like, I have a secret.
But I can't tell you. It's like the Tom Holland, the
frog.
Yeah, the frog mouth or the cat mouth that he does. He has a mouthful of frogs or whatever. Yeah. It's so funny that he has that face.
He just can't.
I was cracking up. I was cracking up the whole scene. I was like, this is supposed to be emotional, but this is so funny. Just seeing him standing back there. I know he's making when he has the CGI helmet on. I know he's making that face under it.
Some people were saying, they were like, how would y'all have felt if they had done the Iron Man POV thing where they show his face in the mask? Some people were like, nah, they shouldn't have done that because it would have felt too much like Iron Man.
I can see that.
I don't really know why they gave him a helmet to begin with. I think it looks better without it.
I mean, he needs one.
Movie wise, if we're just talking about the movie, they did it so he can fly higher and breathe.
And for not protection. Have his skin torn off when he's hitting Mach speeds.
Yeah, protection.
I get why you would need it in real life.
Yeah.
But this is a comic booky kind of world, and I'm just like, it's fine. I just think I don't like the design very much.
Yeah. Well, also, he said in the interview, they asked him about the cowl from the show. He was like, I couldn't move. It was like Batman. He couldn't turn or anything.
Yeah.
So I guess they had to do something else.
Yeah. But I like the goggles.
Yeah.
I think that looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, how do y'all feel about the runtime? It was right at 2 hours, I think.
Perfect.
Normal movie time.
I think 2 hours is great. An hour and a half feels like it's not long enough. 3 hour movie, kill me. Honestly, stop making 3 hour movies. You don't need that extra hour to tell your story. I promise you.
Yeah,
I think it depends on the movie.
Yeah, give me an 8-hour Dune and I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
But
okay.
If you give me a 3-hour Marvel movie, I'm going to riot. A CEO is getting assassinated somewhere.
How would you?
3 hours? You didn't like Endgame? Endgame was 3 hours. Don't like Endgame?
That's a little different. I know that that's a little different. That was like a whole
like
thing leading up to it. Yeah. Okay. That's a little different.
So the season finales of Marvel are fine to be 3 hours.
That's understandable. That's understandable.
All right. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't need a 3-hour long Ant-Man.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. No, I would walk out. Yeah. Jesus.
Those can be an hour and a half.
Yeah. How would y'all felt if it was like 2.5 hours?
I'd wonder what they'd do with that extra half an hour.
I wonder if there'd be more breathing room. Look, I don't care. I don't care how long the movie is, as long as it's good. And I don't feel like this was very good. But that's just
we know.
I think 2 hours is good. I'm glad they kept it at 2 hours, but I feel like if they had made it like 2:30, they probably could have done some of the stuff we were talking about, like maybe with the leader, maybe some flashbacks or stuff like that.
Stuff that we talked about, or Red Hulk terrorizes for a while. Sam's like, yeah, hell no. Right. Hell no. And he goes and gets Hulk. Like he goes and finds Bruce Banner. Like, that'd be acceptable. Because
that would be funny.
If I was Captain America, which I wouldn't be, because my first thought is I ain't fighting that. And I'm gonna go get I'm gonna go get another Avenger to come and help me with this.
Yeah, when he was fighting him and he ripped his wings off and he was about to crush his head, I was like, yo, he ain't got no powers. I was like, this is it. So
yeah. I liked it.
It was cool. So I can't remember. You said you would put it on the good with bad stuff or above that?
It definitely was flawed. Like, not a perfect movie by any means, but like if I'm going to the movie to watch a comic book movie about comic book characters, within this continuity, there are several worse MCU movies than this one. Several.
Yes,
I think.
I agree.
This one being rated in like the lowest 5 Marvel movies is disingenuous, I think.
Dude, someone said, if you look it up on Rotten Tomatoes, this has a worse score than Love and Thunder.
Yeah. And that movie was what I think was worse.
Crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I think this movie has a 50 because I think it's right down the middle.
So on the tomatometer,
I think I like Love and Thunder more than I liked this.
Oh my God.
I think you're wrong.
Please stop.
I think you need to go rewatch it if that's the
case.
There's
no way.
That movie was so bad.
I didn't hate Love and Thunder the same way that everybody else did. I thought it was fine.
So
wait, I do remember us talking about that.
Okay.
That's true.
So the rankings right now off of Rotten Tomatoes is the 3rd worst rated.
That's crazy.
Is right above Eternals and Ant-Man is above Eternals by 2 points, and then Ant-Man by 3.
Ant-Man 1?
No, Ant-Man Quantumania.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
They have the Marvels and Love and Thunder and the Dark World right above Brave New World, and I think that is so disingenuous.
Marvels is worse than this.
That's insane. Oh, what about Iron Man 2?
Iron Man 2 is ranked 27. It is above Multiverse of Madness, which I think is disingenuous. Multiverse of Madness is a way better movie than Iron Man 2. And they also have it above The Incredible Hulk, which I think is probably fair. I think that movie is better than The Incredible Hulk.
Maybe next week we could do over the course of the week, we can come up with our own sort of rankings.
Yeah.
And we can talk about them.
Yeah. I think the big issue with this ranking system right now is that because most of the movies are pretty good, they're all in the same area.
Yeah.
So you have what is ranked 24 with a 78%. Deadpool and Wolverine is ranked 24 at 78%. But then you have Ant-Man and the Wasp at number 14 at 87%. You see where it's just not really working? Because Deadpool and Wolverine is way better than Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah.
It's a bad system. It's not a good system.
It's because like Tomahawk, correct me if I'm wrong, or Stu. It's basically the way Rotten Tomatoes works is the percentages how many of the overall population liked it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like 87% of people like this movie.
Yes. And by like this movie, that means they think it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay or better.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if 100% of people go, this movie's fine, that's 100% movie.
Yeah.
It gets 100%.
Okay.
If 99 people go, this movie's great, and one person's like, this movie sucks, it gets a 99%. Where
that's a bad system. It's not a good system.
The system's kind of broken.
Yeah. But I mean, there really isn't a good system other than like popular vote. Honestly, like, and even that one's flawed because people's opinions will differ and their tastes will differ. And then
people's opinions are flawed.
Yeah. And then you have like the critics' choice, but critics don't know what people enjoy. That's why you always have like critics loving a movie and then like fans hating it, or the other way around where critics like, this movie's bad. And then there was like, no, this movie was like really good. So there's no good way to rate it.
Do you think you feel... Do you tend to disagree with the critics more than the audience? Usually. Yeah. I think I tend to go more critics than audience.
It'll depend on the like I have a set. The only critic that I really like go out of my way to watch, like do a video, is Moist Critical, because I feel like his opinions on things, it's not that like they're on the same track as me, but I feel like he looks at things both objectively and subjectively, and he can like report on them like without being biased in one way or another. He'll be like, yeah, this movie was dog shit, but I enjoyed the hell out of it. It's so enjoyable. But if he's like, no, this movie, like, he'll tell you if you should even buy a ticket to the movie. Like, if it's worth it.
Okay, so the Rotten Tomatoes score for Captain America is 49. That's the critic score.
Yeah.
The audience score is 80%.
Yeah.
To me, the 80% sounds more realistic.
I'd say so.
A 49 is kind of crazy. Tomahawk, how do you feel?
I feel like 49 is a little low. Like, if out of 100, I would give this movie like a 55.
So not much higher.
Not much higher.
Because we were talking about, I sent that one clip from 2014 Godzilla the other day. And I was like, oh, this movie like has the sauce. So the audience score for that is a 66. And the critic score is a 76.
I mean, those scores are pretty close as far as Rotten Tomatoes go. Usually with Rotten Tomatoes, you'll have like a really big like range between the two. I didn't think that movie was really good though. I'd probably give that one like a 50, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Damn.
It was too dark. You couldn't see anything whenever the monsters were on screen. And you probably were thinking I was joking about this last time, since you thought I was joking about Captain America, but I think the Godzilla movies are getting better with every iteration. Oh, like the like Godzilla versus
King Kong ones.
Yeah, I think those movies, they're consistently getting better and better because they're getting into that campiness from like the old Godzilla movies that I liked. Like Godzilla like flying across the screen doing jump kicks and things like that. I just think that's so cool. Not cool, but like it feels like they're kind of like, you know, they feel like those movies. And I'm like, that's why I'm here. I want to see this giant monkey using the Infinity Gauntlet to punch a giant dinosaur. Like,
right.
Yeah. So I think those movies are getting consistently better.
I get that.
I've only seen Kong Skull Island and Kong v Godzilla, Dawn of Justice.
Wait, you guys haven't seen Godzilla -1?
I have not. I've never seen a Godzilla movie.
I think, okay, if there is one Godzilla you need to watch, please watch -1. And I think you should report on it next week for us, because
we need.
Yeah.
I think we need to do.
I'll get to it eventually.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah. We need to do a series like where we talk about like a series
Okay,
and Tomahawk,
I'm with
Tomahawk hasn't seen the Aliens, right? And you haven't seen Godzilla movies.
Mhm.
Which one would you be more interested in?
Okay, so when you say the Godzilla movies, are we talking like every Godzilla movie ever made? Because
Oh,
if
God,
so,
no.
definitely Aliens.
Let's just go from like 2014 to now.
Yeah. Well, honestly, if we wanted to, I would say you could even do the one. I think one came out in the 90s. With what's his name? The guy
Matthew
that
Broderick.
Yeah. There we go. I never saw that one.
That movie's not good. Bad movie.
Most of what I watch on YouTube is film criticism, and even though I haven't seen these, I've seen a lot of clips from them. I've seen people talk about them, and I'm just like,
oof.
I'll get to it.
Yeah,
but I have no desire to watch the Matthew Broderick Godzilla movie.
No. I think that with the newer ones, it's just like one of those things where like you're probably not going to enjoy it, to be completely honest, because they're dumb. They're very dumb. I like them because I liked Godzilla forever, and they were dumb back then too. That's why I like it. It's like a nostalgia thing for me. But if you want like a really authentic Godzilla, like a very authentic Godzilla movie, -1 is the way to go, because Godzilla is the villain again, and it is human centric, but with good writing.
I don't think that's allowed anymore.
That's the problem, is that it's not, but they did it, and I think it got an Oscar.
It did.
Yeah. So I would like you to watch that one. Low budget too, right?
What was the? I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, what was the budget?
It was a pretty low budget.
Yeah.
Again, I've heard a lot of reviews. I've seen bits of it.
Yeah. I think it's worth watching though.
I'll get to it. I just don't think I'll be able to get to it this week.
I'll be sad if you don't.
I'm sorry.
Wow. It was between 10 and 15 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't even make a Marvel. You can't even hire a Marvel actor for that much anymore.
Yeah, seriously, it's wild,
crazy.
It's wild. It would cost more than that to get Robert Downey Jr. to be in your movie.
How much did he get paid for Endgame?
Too much, I think.
Well, he was paid for Infinity War and Endgame in a lump sum. I can't remember with the number, but you'd have to divide that by the two movies.
I could have sworn it was around 30 or 50 million.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah. I think we all agree that it was a good movie.
Yeah.
And
the two black guys liked it. Yeah.
And the two white guys.
my white side also liked it. Spoiler alert.
Oh no.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, this movie freaking sucks.
It doesn't suck.
I don't think it sucks.
I know I don't want to go into it for too long, because we're on like going on hour 3 of the podcast right now.
I'm tired.
I know. I got
stuff to do.
I just feel like there's way worse Marvel movies than that one. I don't think it's
Marvel movies.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of worse Marvel movies. A lot.
Okay. What did y'all's significant others think of this movie?
She loved it.
She didn't like
it. Loved it, but she liked it.
Liked it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did not like it.
Margaret didn't like it.
The white people don't like it. That's crazy.
That is weird.
Yeah. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. Tristen, is there anything you want to plug?
Sure. I take some cool pictures. You guys can follow me on Instagram at TAJVUE.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Are you sure? Also, you can use this time to like just plug stuff that you like. So, like, what's something people should check out?
Oh, let's see. Other YouTube channels that I like are, Corridor Crew?
Corridor Crew's great.
New Rock Stars, our good buddies over there, Eric Voss. Let's see. Those are like, yeah, I feel like those are my two that I watched really consistently.
All right.
What about you guys?
Stu, it's your turn. What would you like to plug?
You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Stuwu_. I would also like to plug my email address.
Proceed.
Is starlordstew@gmail.com. If you want like me to build you a website, please reach out. I'll do that. I do that now.
That's good to know.
I would also like you guys to form a petition to have them start making Mountain Dew Code Red in zero sugar form, because it's my favorite. The Baja Blast Zero is great, but Code Red is still my favorite Mountain Dew, and I want them to have it in zero form so I can drink it on my weight loss journey. Thank you.
Nice.
Amen.
I would also like to plug Stu's email. If you would like to write some fanfic smut about the three hosts of this podcast, please send it to starlordstew@gmail. If we get 3,000 emails regarding smut fanfiction and Stu's email, I will change my opinion on Captain America, and I'll say that it's my favorite movie.
All right.
Your favorite movie?
My favorite movie.
That's
Guys,
crazy.
we have to post this now. We have to post this now.
It's wild that this will be the first one we actually post. It's crazy.
I'm at Tomahawk Presents on most platforms. And honestly, next time we'll probably post the episode. I'm considering posting this one. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
We'll see.
Bye.
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 Bye. God, this